We've got Steve Burr with us. How did you rate that game this afternoon?
I fought for the lads today because I thought we did everything but score. I thought we played some good stuff on a difficult pitch, difficult sort of conditions. But same for Alfreton. They're pretty much up and at us with their style of football. But for me, the response, obviously, only been in a couple of weeks. What we have done today, we created a lot of chances. But you have to put those chances away when they come your way. But it's disappointing, obviously, when you lose. But I've seen a lot of good signs, and with what Josh has been doing and putting the time and the effort in of looking at the opposition and everything that we're doing on the training ground, it takes time. But I know it's a results-driven business. But we've seen good signs over the last couple of weeks, and I just thought today that we could have still been out there now and maybe not scored.
Because really, they only had 2 chances, but unfortunately, they took them.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I mean, the first one was against a run of play, and it's a great strike. You can't do anything about that. The second one, we've come out. Second half, we're in their half trying to score. They've broken, they've scored, and it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. So, but hey, these things happen in football. I thought we did okay today, and I say the signs have been reasonably good. I mean, there's a long way to go. Obviously, the squad that you've got here, they're giving us everything they can. But I say, that bit of quality at the minute that we probably are lacking in that final third, in the difference of winning and not winning matches.
In an ideal world, would you like to bring another striker in?
Well, I mean, obviously, that's down to the gaffer and what the club can do. But I know when I arrived, we were talking about trying to bring a front man in. I thought Jevon Anderson did very well today for his debut, coming in. It's hard sometimes coming in cold, not knowing any of the lads, but I thought he did very well today, to be honest.
And was he one of yours? Did you know him?
I've seen him a few times this season. Yeah, I mean, he's been in at Burton. He's a young lad who's not been playing much at Burton. He's been in and around the squad, but I've seen him earlier on this season. And the idea, he does well for us. We'd look to keep him to the end of the season, or Burton take him back. The other side of that is he could come in and not really do as well as we perhaps would have hoped for, and then maybe we look elsewhere. But he's a cracking lad. I know a lot about him, and he's got a great desire and hunger to show us why he's at Burton.
Would you have ever guessed 3 weeks ago that you'd have been assisting at Hereford?
No, to be honest. I mean, I got the call from Josh, and I've been doing a bit of scouting, as you perhaps know, up at Fleetwood, which I quite enjoyed. But I must admit, over the last couple of weeks, I've really enjoyed being back in the dugout and back on the training pitch. I always said that, the managing side of the game is over for me. But if I can help somebody as assistant or in some capacity in the game, then I obviously wanted to stay involved. So that was always my aim, and hopefully I can help Josh nail down the job here, because I know how keen he is to make a name for himself as a manager, and hopefully I can help him do that and succeed. But I've always said Hereford they're a massive club, and if we can get them pointing in the right direction. You only saw last week when at home, I think that they'd won something like 2 in 20 odd games, and there's 2,000 people there, and that's incredible. So everything about the club, I always, I even obviously from my kiddie days, I knew it was always a big, it was a big game for us, and I enjoyed going to Edgar Street. So hopefully I can enjoy it a bit more now and see a lot more of you. But the results will probably dictate that.
Well, you're sort of missing from Hereford at the minute. Are the players lacking a bit of confidence, or is it a case of?
I think when you've been on a run like the club have been on, you could see today there's that little bit of anxiety and probably snatching at things when the chance comes your way, and maybe just not quite having that belief that they can play. But I've seen them now over the last couple of weeks in training, and I saw a glimpse of it against Curzon, and there's things that you can build on there. Hey, obviously you're down at the wrong end of the table for a reason, so we have to address that. But at the same time, there's some good lads in the squad, so hopefully we can build on what we've got and add one or two along the way.
We've got Southport at home, obviously.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Southport, and we'll work this week to work on getting a positive result on Saturday against Southport.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Yeah, no.